Come to church on Sunday. I intend to speak to the point. Daily Farotimi on not being fearful. And now to the news info. Human rights activist and a staunch member of the Labour Party LP, Daily Farotimi, has taken to X, formerly known as Twitter, to invite whoever wants to know why he is not fearful to church on Sunday, as he promised that he will speak on the point. According to a post on official X handle of Daily Farotimi, the human rights activist was replying to an ex-user who had wondered how he remained resilient even though he has a case in court. Daily Farotimi had initially shared a picture of himself about an hour ago and wrote that he has no fear. Of course, somebody like that wants to speak against power, that is ready to speak against power, you will fear nothing, even death. You are not going to be afraid of death because you know that anything can happen in the course of this fight for justice that you are fighting for. So, I'm sure he's not afraid of anything. The ex-user Nola High Priestess replied to Dele's post saying that she wants to understand what Dele Farotimi meant when he said that he has no fear. Farotimi in response said the ex-user should come to church on Sunday because he intends to elaborate more. I'm sure the church he's talking about is not the normal church that we know, probably a name for a place that he usually goes to or somewhere, that he has his own clique or something. Probably that is where he's talking about, not the church that we go to normally. Daily Farotimi had written, "Come to church on Sunday. I intend to speak to the point during the course of my homily. Come with your tithe and offering." Okay, now if you want to go and know why he's not fearful, he has told you to come with your tithe and offering. Mustafa Kasim said, "I am still wondering where is this man, where Buhari was messing up Nigeria economic that plowed us to this situation. You too, where were you when Buhari was there messing up Nigeria? You too, you cannot talk, abi? Everybody will be acting as even they don't have mouths. At least Daily Farotimi has chosen one thing to fight for. You, what are you doing? You to face Buhari, abi face Tinubu that is there now." Ayantoye Olusegun David says, Daily Farotimi is a lawyer. Yes, we all know in the Christian domain, anyone found smoking or drinking has become an agent of the devil. Yes, that is the reason I don't smoke and I don't drink. How do you know that people that smoke or drink are agents of the devil? Now, but when I checked, I found out that all the sermons that elaborate on smoking, drinking, and even womanizing are all to protect us as human beings. God has nothing to lose by asking us not to do certain things, but I hate smoking and getting drunk. So what's the cocoa of this talk now that you are telling us? Isheoluwa Ayanride says, I swear they treated him wrongly, very, very wrongly. It is well. Erondu John Uchechi says, he will go to church to worship. Reading the scriptures is not addressing the press. He can explain the scriptures to the public. I don't think he's going to, he doesn't have a church or one. And I don't know if he has a church that he attends, but I don't think he's the normal church that we praise and worship God that he is talking about. I don't think so. Sunday Yidobori says, you could not blame them then because that was the in thing at that time. Then civil rights activism had no chance. Rotimi, Timi the law was an enigma. He will ruin any activist day in court through legal technicalities like no locus standing. They pull the wool over our eyes like Richard Akinjide on what constitutes 2/3 of 19. The truth is that the legal profession, if filled with ambiguities, winning is what matters. There is no truth in any lawyer. Not all of them, some are really good people, but the bad ones are way too much than the good ones. KG Okunade says, give the address of the church. Yisa says they wanted to church to campaign. Maybe he thought next January is election period. Who told you he wants to go and campaign? What is he wanted to church? Abegi, Oloyinbo. People will type. You will not check what you write before you send it. You just be typing rubbish and you want to insult somebody. Innocent Odeka said, these are the kinds that Christ would frown on. I wonder the church that would open its door for this self-marketing imposter to use his pulpit for an advertising platform. He probably referring to their cult coven. So it's not the normal church. He probably has a place that he meets with his friends that will be free from press, whatever, and he'll be able to say his mind to his people there. Idoma Sunday says, well, speaking in church is not like calling a press conference. Dele Farotimi will not contravene anything if he speaks his mind on church pulpit. He is a wise man. You think so? Adedi James said he should have kept his plan to speak at the church to himself and make it a surprise. He wants them to come now so that they'll come and hear what he wants to say and let them know that I'm not afraid of you. You telling me not to speak to the press is not going to stand, because I wonder why they would even tell him not to grant interviews, not to do anything. I don't understand why that kind of law. Itero Bataru says the Obingos have some unique attributes. Once the person they hate and which you support, especially when the person is your kinsman, you automatically become a tribalist. But if you join them to support the same person, then you become a national hero like the same person they support. Daniel Akishibe said, Lord, that's not true. We call you a bigot the moment she starts mentioning things relatable to tribes, instead of you giving on issue-based submission. Brie Ojon says, Dele is a man with wisdom. He said it to put away with the conversation. Exactly. It doesn't mean any church or whatever. There is no church anyway. That's the Matthew says, it's not a church as people are thinking, but it is his platform where he digests serious issues and enlightens people's consciousness. I know it's not in the normal church that we go, because some people will be saying, oh, he's going to church. Which pastor will now give him microphone to be talking and all of that? People, it is the way. Chambasi says, please, the name of the church, place and time. I want to be there. What do you want to go and do there? Rafik Arogunjo says, this is how Nigerians push madmen into trouble. This guy has a case in court with the entire judiciary. He's not going to judge himself, and you won't go with him to jail. So, because of that, he should keep quiet, because he's afraid to go to jail, or because he's afraid to die. Somebody has to talk. All of us are being cowards. The ones that are bold enough to speak, people will still be saying, nobody will go to jail with him. Let us continue to suffer now, since all of you like it. So, Jaye Orukoton says, Dele, please be wise. Apply wisdom in whatever you are going to say or do. Human beings will always be human beings. When they pretend as a lover, take you to the river bank, then push you into the river. They will then run away. How many of these friends or those who are commenting as if they love or stood by your side has come to stay with you in the prison, or at least come to pay a visit to you, or call on your family members to give them money to take care of themselves at your absence? It's not a church. People should just calm down. It's not a church. Ferdinand Adude says, please, which of the church? I mean the name of the church. Go to his DM and ask him. Well, my listeners, over to you. Leave your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to like, to share, and subscribe. Thank you for listening. See you some other time. Bye.